something. What's an alcoholic percentage? Yeah, cool.
Welcome to another interview with Unpleasant Thoughts podcast. I'm your host, Suge Midnight.
It's your boy, Starter Guy No Lie.
And Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
All right, today we're here with two special guests. One reoccurring, you may remember her from her last. But they're here with us. She's here with another business venture. I want you to explain what you've been doing.
Hey guys, so again, I'm Brittany, and this is my best friend Jay.
Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Tell them
So,
where they can find you both.
so you can follow us on Instagram at HBZ Wellness. That's our Instagram name.
Wellness.
All right. So we're gonna jump right into these questions here with you. Just a quick overview of what got you into it.
Okay, well, you want to start with you first? Because I was smoking before you.
You were. So that's why you should start.
So I've been smoking since '09. I actually got introduced by one of my good friends in college, and they kind of popped my cherry with that. And I've been smoking since. I took a little break in 2018, 2019, and then I started back up again. But I started smoking more because of my health condition. So I have like arthritis, diagnosed with depression, and I had like a lot of muscle spasms. So I actually started smoking more when I started baking. So I have a baking business too. And as I started picking up on orders, I had to stand up for a long period of time. I started getting spasms. So then I just started smoking more, and it started helping me. So then I'm just like, well, a lot of people like my sweets, and anybody knows who had my cakes and cookies and stuff, like, they're really, really good. So they was like, "When do you make stuff infused? Do you infuse them?" And I was like, with alcohol. And they was like, "No, like, weed, do you infuse it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe, like, soon." And I just kept getting requests because people love my stuff. So I was like, well, if I'm going to build a business, I'm going to build it with my best friend. We both love to smoke.
And cook.
And we want to open up a market too where stuff is gluten free because she's allergic to gluten. So we was like, we want to be different and also offer stuff that's gluten free. And we're big on health and wellness and balance. So that's when we include the chakras and actually providing things that help you with your health. So certain treats and desserts and foods are going to be focused on, like, whether you have a headache or whether you have, swollen glands or if you have arthritis. Like, everything's going to be focused to a particular thing.
So you so you are making edibles to help with certain conditions.
Yes.
Conditions, yes.
So you know what kind of ingredients can help with a migraine?
Yep.
I'm a migraine person.
So
I get it seasonal,
Yeah, so she's more so good with that. Like, she does a lot of the research on what different ingredients help with, like, cure a headache, or what can cure a headache. But if you have, like, say somebody has a headache but they also have muscle spasms, then we'll do a little bit more research and be like, okay, well, this helps with headaches, but it triggers muscle spasms, so they can't have this. So, like, prime example for arthritis, I noticed over time by having it, if I'm having a flare, I can't eat a lot of red meat because it affects it. So I'll, like, eat more like chicken, and then I can't drink alcohol or anything like that because it triggers it too, or anything that's high in sugar. So then I'll be like, okay, I'll cut back on my sugar. Let me just drink no sugar added drinks. And it helps it a lot. So you gotta, like, do research on yourself, but also do research on the condition that you have. And
Right.
she's more so into that.
So when you are doing this research, how do you determine, like, what percentage of it to put?
How much does sticky you put in that?
How much the sticky do you put in the egg?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, it's going to vary because each strain is going to have its own percentage. So again, depending on how much they smoke is going to also play a role in how much they put in it, as well as what we're trying to target. So if we want to mix it, you're going to.
So, like, I'm seeing.
You need the actual measurement, how we measure it.
So I got like a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting you to put a. So I got an Oreo sized cookie,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't smoke. I wouldn't want to come and get a 250 cheap milligram Oreo from you, I'll probably come get a 50 style of life instead of get a freaking tiny Oreo with so much dose of weed and be high. Like, I don't know what helped, but I'm high as fuck. And stand and be like, oh, it kind of helped me out. I can go through my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So again, like she mentioned, that all just depends on the type of strand that we would use. So like, prime example, the bars that we have on the table now, excuse me, a lot of people were coming to us saying they had problems sleeping. So,
anxiety
or suffering from anxiety. So it's like, okay, well, let's use a strand that's good for that. But if they can eat enough of it to where if they want to function, they can. Because it's an indica base, but depending on, like she said, your tolerance level, we can tell you like how much to smoke to where you can still function through your day. But if you really need it as a sleep aid, we'll adjust the dosage so that you're able to sleep, or if you're suffering from anxiety, and it also helps with pain.
That comes later with, hey, please don't buy mechanical vehicles with this.
Right. And then again, like we'll tell people the dosage, but it's all up to that person to whether listen to us or if they just gonna do their own thing. And we also make a disclaimer that everybody's tolerance is different. So it's almost like, think about it as like over-counter medicine. They'll say 500 milligrams per serving or per pill.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'd be like, okay, well, I usually have to take 1,000, so you would double it. And then they'll just say, don't take over a certain amount. It's the same thing. Yeah.
A certain time frame.
It's the same thing. So we usually tell people like, wait 30 minutes to 2 hours. I always say 30 minutes to 2 hours because the longest it would hit them is 2 hours. And that's because depending on how much fat you actually have in your body, it burns it at a slower rate. So if you have a faster metabolism, it's going to burn it faster, which you're going to get higher quicker. And if you burn slower, if you have a slow metabolism, it's going to take you long to get high because it's still trying to break it down. Versus like, I don't know, I feel like Jay will feel, her metabolism is faster than mine. So she would get high probably like 30 minutes and it might take me 45, 50 minutes. But it also depends if you're active. Now I start exercising more so my metabolism is picking up. So I can get faster at a quicker rate. So, yeah, all that plays a part.
Gotcha. So, do you just do THC or you also do CBD infused? Because I know there's a difference between the two.
Yes.
And I know for some people who may have
CBD sounds
jobs,
kind of boring.
I say for people who may have jobs they can't indulge in THC, or they just kind of just don't do it by preference. Really, like you have CBD that would also help them. Do you also do that, or is it just because you're starting it out, you're strictly doing with THC?
Yes.
And
So I wouldn't say we did start out with THC. We will be branching out to incorporate CBD because there is a lot of success in using both.
Yeah.
You find a balance, especially when you're not trying to get high.
Thank you.
Find a medium. Thank you.
Yeah, and I would say too, like, there are some people who are like, oh, well, CBD don't do anything. And it's like, there's a lot that CBD does for the body. Like, I take CBD, like, bath soaks, and it's, like, the most amazing thing. Like, it helps, like, relax you. And then, like, I use it in my hair. That's why my hair is longer now. So, like, I use it in my hair. I use it on my skin. So, you can literally do CBD.
Shampoo?
No, so I have like these drops that I drop in like my lotion or drop in like my oil to actually put in my hair.
CBD is more like for body, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, but we want to be like a wellness center, so we
Right.
want to
Okay,
provide rubs, provide like bath salt and stuff that's soaking your tub.
Soaps, oils.
yeah, because I say if I wanted to like I don't want to smoke and relax in the tub or shower.
Mhm.
I'd rather fucking eat something and then alright. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I can soak 30 minutes and be like, oh, hi, shit. And just
Right.
enjoy, some bad,
Yes.
enjoy my
That's our
relaxation.
vision. That's how we want it to be. That you can enjoy it in different ways depending on your lifestyle. Because we have a lot of older people that just wanna cook with it. They don't wanna just be high,
So
but
they want the butters
feeling,
and
right.
oils and
So
stuff.
I see like a lot of older people, like the generation before is probably the hippie era, they were smokers, right?
Mhm.
And then you got a generation of people that in the middle that wasn't, and then it was probably more the drink era from like the 90s when all the the whole pandemic, the crack hit, so everybody was moving drinkers and they do the drugs. This era is like, hey, take a toke. It's a cigarette these days. It's, hey, you got a J on you, or shit, you probably never should match on some of these days. Now, I see more smoking marijuana than I see people smoking cigarettes these days. Like,
yeah, because cigarettes, like, I never was a cigarette smoker. I hate the smell. Like, I hate the smell. It stays in your clothes. It stays in your hair. And, like, I just love the benefits that you feel and that you get from weed. I'm so, like, when I got introduced in college, I was like, oh, I'm sold. Like, you ain't gotta sell it to me no more.
The smell would be kind of the same. Cause like for weed, when I walk into a room with people who don't smoke weed, they go.
Yeah, they so judgmental.
Yeah,
so judgy.
I'm really one of the people because it was easily. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so it was easily accessible.
Yeah.
So I didn't smoke until I was 28.
See, it was so easy accessible for me. I smoked at 12.
Yeah, 12. Listen, I support it. I drank, but I was one of the people that chose to drink.
It's crazy because people would definitely be like all up for drinking, and literally, me and my sister talk about it all the time. It's like I've never been to a stoners party and shit popped off. Right. I've been to a party where there's an open bar and somebody's fighting. Like it just never fails.
Yeah, I never seen it because I'm too high to fight you.
That's right. Like we all just chilling, we vibing. Like
what are you talking about? I love it.
Because I feel like drinking and smoking give you two different effects. I mean, drinking you get more confident. Drinking you get a little bit more like active. Whereas smoking, you're more mellowed out. You're chilled. You're hungry or whatever. Like me, as the only non-smoker in the room, I'm a drinker, so I know the effects of drinking. I can tell you all the goddamn about it. But I feel like that's the reason you have that situation. Like that's where that phenomenon comes from. You know, drinkers, you have more confidence, and you eventually you're gonna have. It's gonna lead to more difference in opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you guys say, you want to make a wilderness center, right? Mm-hmm. You ladies, I like doing gapping. So you ladies like want to make a wilderness center. Do you like go to? Because like I know everybody's getting to the game. They like the game was changing when we started to see everybody, all the white people getting dispensary business and all this and all that. So for our people, it's kind of like, all right, you kind of not missed our window, but we're gonna get in it. We gotta get in it and hold it down. Like, what steps do you know, or like, what steps can you help people get to? Because I feel like you guys have a vision, or are you guys going through your steps as you're going through right now? Like, just try to promote it.
So we're working on our vision and we are promoting, but we're trying to do steps. So that's why we started with the treats. We're sharing about the oils and bath bombs and other things that we plan to do, but it is going to be gradual. We both work, school, and we are trying to get into it. We are trying to catch up because, like you said, they're on the mainstream and
it's constantly growing.
Right.
And
exactly.
Like I'm currently in Canada school. I'm online Canada school, so I'm learning about different laws and things like that. So that if we wanted to like open up a dispensary and branch out and do it in different states, I will know the laws of each state and what will require us to open up a dispensary, what products can we sell and stuff like that. So it's like we all are taking the steps to make sure that we are legit and that we're able to help people, because that's the main goal at the end of the day, is that we want to branch out. We want to help everybody from different generations, because even like with CBD drops, it helps with like autism and things like that and makes you focus. So I know I have ADHD too, so it helps me focus a lot. And I stick on one task and I finish it and I'm like, oh damn, I'm gonna finish 10 steps, versus if I'm not, it's like I'm all over the place, I'm scattered. So yeah, I definitely decided to go into cannabis school, so I graduate next year. So I'm of course going to have a celebration.
Future graduation.
Thank you.
And then she finished, we tag team in, my turn, because I'm in regular school right now.
You did the cooking. You do cooking and bakery, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went to culinary art school, so like
I did culinary. I didn't really go into the field, but I actually practiced massage therapy. So that's how we're into the spas in here. So I actually I'm the other half of the
Okay.
vision.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'll be the one more so making the soaps and stuff like that.
So
So
you don't smoke, you don't want to just put it on your skin. You like,
yeah, I want them to have other options. Yes.
I'm not
And we'll be doing standard ones. It's not all going to be infused for the people that don't smoke or partake. We also will have the regular products. But
Corey was like, you need a massage.
What's I'm gonna call you on my back.
yes, massage.
So
Yes,
it's-
massage.
so CBD, like, is that not technically legal? Because you can buy it at the gas station, like, right?
No, technically it's legal to buy and sell. Yes.
Yes.
Like THC it gotta be a gift. You can't spend.
It's a
Right.
donation.
It's a donation.
Donations. Yeah.
So that's kind of like, I feel like it got the benefit for both, but I feel like they're both profitable businesses. Because I know now people don't like to be too high. Sometimes I can try, I'm like, I don't feel like doing shit. Sometimes bacon is the worst thing I chose to do that day. 'Cause I go, the day is over. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then if I get my day started, then I hit a day when I'm still driving, I'm still making moves. I'm like, I'm in like
You
my
want to
AD
move, you want to
control.
mission.
And then I'm in the zone. It's like, this is your goal. You're gonna finish it.
Yes.
I come down I'm like, this is your goal. You're gonna finish it.
Yes.
And you do it.
But that's why it's important to know your dosage and know what
Yes.
your tolerance level is, because her tolerance is definitely higher than mine. I have a high tolerance, but hers is higher than mine. But it's always been like that, even with alcohol. Her pain
Yeah, I've
tolerance
always
and
had
everything is just.
Oh yeah.
My father is African, so I just.
I feel like I was a kid. Like I was getting with migraines when I was younger, and children and shit didn't work because it's your children. Like migraines, like usually some adults have, and then something hard. You need something that the doctor like, I can't give this, you know, because it can OD, can kill you, but you really need this.
Yes.
Go get this over the counter, take this in this time frame. But I can't trap shit like that. So you be a kid. I'm probably taking like freaking most 800s with the, I guess the ibuprofen or whatever. That shit. They even offered me the doctor, but I'm
And it
not.
has
I don't want
crazy side effects.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like I was just telling my dad the other day, I was like, damn, no wonder my grandmother, like, after they read side effects, you don't even want to take the damn medicine. It's like, well, I do better just not
I
take
can't
it.
function. This shit got this and this and this. And
Yeah,
that.
so right. Mercy get a commercial for that.
Yeah. And then you
I
said it's
listened
so
to the
calm.
end. Yep, no, I listened to
You're
it.
like, my
Right.
car.
Contradicts everything they just said they were trying to fix. Like,
You say,
they died.
Suicidal thoughts and leakage.
like, but I'm taking it for depression. Like,
Right. One thing, then it's going to cause 7 things.
So it might just kill you anyway.
Actually, since we're on that, that's actually how I finally started smoking, because I was on so much medicine. I felt like I was a guinea pig, really.
Take this dose.
Birth control was deteriorating my spine. I wasn't eating, so smoking helped me get an appetite. So that's what I started smoking for, to eat.
Yeah.
And then ailments, I have foot spasms. She has foot spasms too, and back spasms. So it helps a lot. I mean,
That's a
Yeah,
person
but
myself. It's called life spasms.
And then, like, I'm the researcher of the team. Like, she know I will go and research everything. So, like, she was like, "Oh, I'm having trouble eating." I said, "No problem, hold on." And I found
And
the
I'm
perfect
making
strand
it
for her to smoke. And she was like, "Okay, now I'm eating. Thanks, Brett." And I was like, "You're welcome." But I would literally research
She'll find a plan.
everything.
And I'm gonna implement immediately. She's like, "Jay,
And
I want a mission."
She's really organized when it comes to like receipts and stuff. She even taught me some things even for my baking business. I was just like, damn, mate, am I slacking? No, we just learned something new. We're all new to this, so it's like you're growing.
She's not letting what you tell her go for granted about
It's a mutual partnership.
Yes.
Yes.
So like we literally contribute to each other. It's like, what I think it was recently. I was like, you know, even if you can't come to the interview, you know, I got you. I'll rock out for you. Like, but I wanted her here because y'all need to see both of our faces. Like, because you're either going to see my face or her face. She's more so on the Baltimore side. I'm on the PG side. So that's why people
The
like
murder
me.
side.
Actual Maryland.
Yeah, so
But I feel like that's a great thing, like, because I know, like, it's always shout out to, we always started off trying to, you know, promote women businesses and our own people businesses. So it's actually like, I'm also proud to be proud to see. I'm proud to see people do it. Like, first time I seen you came with the cupcakes, blah blah. You wasn't one of the people say where the fuse shit is at, all right? You said that, where the fuse is at, right? But you came back got a business partner, friend indeed, and then y'all put it together and make it work and rock out. Like so, like how do you get trying your own shit out? Like do you try your own shit out? Like
You have to. I feel like you have to know. It's almost
just like cooking. You gotta taste.
I wouldn't give nobody something that I wouldn't try myself. So, like, literally, when we made the batch, we was like, all right, let's put some to the side. We all take, because it's me, her, and my best friend, and her boyfriend, Lo. So we all split into threes. We was like, all right, we're gonna eat it now. We're gonna tell each other how we feel and how long it kicks in. So, because we needed to know exactly what to tell people. So, like, for me, I hit really quickly the first time I ate it. And then it was like, we starting to feel something, but like I said, her tolerance is higher. So she probably needed to eat a little bit more. So I was like, well, I feel fine with what I ate, my serving. So then
we had different dosages.
Yeah. So, then we did. So we didn't even talk about that. So right here on the table is our low. So this bar is 95 milligrams. Okay. But we're going higher. We're going to do like 3 different levels. One is a low, one is a medium, one is a high. And then we're going to have like different, like I said, to treat different illnesses is going to represent the different chakras that, for throat, your head, and stuff. So
I was going to say that kind of goes back to what he was asking at first of how we're going to teach people. Really, we want to cater to people's needs. So that will give us the opportunity to really break down how much they need, because I couldn't really answer your question because we will have to scale it, and then you do your percentages. We do a whole calculation for it so that we can let people know what's going into their body. And we sell to a lot of adults, and they do want to know the percentages, so we will be able to tell them, oh, take an 8. This will help you before you go to sleep, or how much take a 4, or take half. Which we had a couple people that smoke regularly that do have.
See, I don't know none of the numbers. I'll be like, let me get this.
Some people know what numbers, but a lot of people do ask questions, and that is our opportunity to teach, because we do want to give them the best.
That's the first one to ask. You can buy 500 milligrams. I'll buy this little piece. I'll eat all the shit. Eat this little piece. I'll eat all the shit and test it out.
And we was like, well, are you trying to be with the aliens in space, or you just trying to chill, or you just trying to be in between? Like, it's just all that.
Aliens in space.
So they about to start asking all the questions talking about.
We wanted to bring you guys both to try, but the Fruity Pebble is is a popular one, so we weren't able to bring the Fruity Pebble. So we had.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, see, everybody likes it.
A lot of people are saying our flavor on the Fruity Pebble is amazing. But it's not just a bar to eat, because a lot of people just get Fruity Pebble. Like, I'm gluten free, so that's one of the bars I can eat, and I just eat it because I'm not allergic. But our bar, that flavor,
it's really the best seller.
Gluten free. What is gluten free?
Oh,
cannot have. So it's wheat flour. Enriched wheat flour. It can't have anything.
I just broke wheat from. Like it's wheat bread. So no wheat like wheat.
You can't have white bread. So it's enriched wheat flour. So all of it's wheat flour.
And it's
in a lot of stuff. Noodles and noodles, spaghetti noodles.
It's crazy.
It's a little
even
crazy.
instant oatmeal has wheat in it, and I never thought that oatmeal would have wheat in it.
Yep.
Yeah, the instant one. So like, regular rolled oats that you gotta do it yourself. Like that's one that she could do. But like the instant one,
it's called like nausea and stuff like that. That's called nausea.
Nausea, you get vomiting, hives. There's so many different things that happen to bloating. Like my stomach used to be huge, but I lost over 100 pounds. That's why I've been not eating. So and work it out. So yeah.
That's dope. What you saying, Usher?
I was saying she was listing off side effects of it, and I was saying like the same things, like inflammation and a bunch of stuff. It causes like internally, like there's a few. I guess it's called allergic reactions.
Yeah.
Some people can go as far as anaphylaxia. It's not common, but it can happen. There's a bunch of things that go into it. I had to learn all about that shit because I'm a chef.
I broke it out in hives on face.
So like prime example, she has a gluten allergy. I'm allergic to shrimp. So it's weird. I eat crabs, can't eat shrimp. I can't explain it. It is what it is. But like when I was a kid, I was just like, oh, my tongue itches. But I never used to like break out in hives or anything, so I just didn't eat it. But as I got older, when I can tell if somebody's touched it, because like my face swells up, I break out in hives in my mouth, so like it really affects me to the point I'm like, you know what? Let me just give a fair warning. Like, I'm allergic to shrimp. If I'm around it or anything like that, like I can smell it, I can cook it, but I have to make sure like I wash my hands, I wash the pan, because I can tell if any trace of shrimp is left behind. So even with her, like if I just started buying gluten-free flour so I can make cookies because she loves my cookies and stuff, but I'd be like on her because sometimes she's like, well, I can do it. No, pop that head. Like, you can't have it. I don't got time. We don't know what kind of day it's about to be. So we ain't about to risk it. So, yeah, definitely with the gluten-free treats and, you know, cookies and stuff, we'll definitely be offering that for people. Now, I know some people was like asking for vegan. I'm not a pro at that right now. We're still doing research. So for right now, it'll just be, you know, regular and then gluten-free.
Like vegan infused?
Yeah, so like you would use like vegan approved cereals or vegan sugar and all marshmallows, like all they have their own market now where you can find items and you can make it.
Ain't no offense to vegans, you might eat the fucking bud.
It's a flower.
No offense. Bud.
I've had a few vegan cereals that are actually pretty bomb. I can't lie.
Oh, definitely send those recommendations because I would like to try it.
Like a vegan cereal with almond milk, she was lit.
So what are like your favorite dishes to cook for like infused dishes like for people? Like I know you said the cereal, like you got any like main dishes you like to cook for people besides the cereal bars?
I would say like we've been testing out like different recipes and stuff. So like our wings are good and our sauces. So like we made our own like spaghetti sauce, and I was like, damn, I prefer this shit over the ones on the counter. And like I love any type of like gravy, so I usually am big like on gravy and sauces, and so is she. Cause she likes like her wings like with extra sauce, and I like my pasta with like extra sauce. I don't want that shit dry.
I like that.
Yeah, so and a lot of our drinks,
Yes.
yeah, we can't wait to release those. Cause
A lot of people are waiting for them.
a lot of people are waiting for the candies. They've been requesting the candies and the drinks.
They have to wait. How much longer?
We'll say next month because we are getting the stuff
We're
together
working
now.
on it now.
Why the I don't want to get a secret, but how do you make infused drinks? Like, it's something, you know, something solid, something.
Well, no, you make a tincture.
Yeah.
Okay.
You make a tincture.
What's that? The texture?
No, tincture.
But
But see, it's good that you're asking questions because a lot of people don't know. Yeah. And then we also use is it called magical butter? The magical butter machine. Magical butter machine, and that works wonders. The tinctures usually people put it like under their tongue. You can use it for anything, and people put it in their drinks. You can put it under your tongue,
Like Taz?
and you get
Oh, he was saying it sounds like it's faster. The magical butter machine. Sorry.
oh yeah. But
fancy, yeah.
I know every time I drink a tincture, well, I'm saying so drinks. They hit you quicker, but then they don't last as long as something that has to fully digest and break down, like a treat or like candy and stuff like that.
Why
So,
you gonna get to the bathroom?
so that's why they tell you, like, somebody can literally sip on a drink and be good, but if you eat a half a bar, you might just be messed up for the rest of the night, depending on what your tolerance level is. So, like, it just depends on what time of the night you're trying to have. Like, I literally sipped on drinks the whole night and eat a piece of a bar, and I'm like, okay, I'm good for the
So
night.
you said the drinks kind of like they work their way through faster, but they kind of come in more subtle, or
Subtle, and they don't like. So you can drink an infused drink, and it might last 2-3 hours. Versus if you eat a bar, that shit might last 4 to 8
I feel like
hours. It just depends on the dosage.
Yeah, again, dosage because
If you're sipping it, though,
yeah.
but if you're drinking it, yes.
If
Yeah.
you drink it straight, it's not gonna last the whole 2
Yeah.
That's
So I was like,
again, I'm high tolerance.
No, but we
I'm not trying to.
you
Question
gonna-
the eggs. need to go.
level of the smoker is going to matter too, because for her, everybody lasts longer. I'm like, it's not going to last me 2 hours.
But for me, it feels that way because I smoke as I'm drinking. So it's like I keep. Matter of fact, that's what happened. We went to Philly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I felt literally funny story. We went to Philly to celebrate one of our little sisters' graduation, and I ate an edible going there, and then we took an infused shot, and I was just like, yo, I fell asleep. And then I woke up like in mid conversation, just eating pizza, and they were just laughing. They was like, "Bro,
I'm still trying to get there."
But again, I was also tired. Like I had worked like a double that day. I was like, "Yo,
it was a long day.
It was a long ass day." I was like, my body probably like, "Look, bitch,
You might know he's tired.
Oh no, you're hungry now." Like
that's really like, what you thought?
I love
that was her.
And then I just be talking like, yeah, they like, what? Where the hell you come from?
But I see, I like that too because I'm getting away from drinking, like the hard shit. Because then my body's like,
your liver is like,
yeah, buddy. Yes.
Man, trying to drink the day before and get up on time.
I mean, accident. But high,
here you go.
Right, like I get high shit like.
You have a moment.
And we're like, oh, that's how it.
But that'd be the best sleep of your life, man.
It is.
Oh my gosh, you could take a 30-minute nap and feel like you slept for a long time.
I did. That's why I say that's the worst thing to do sometimes.
In the morning and do
like dreams.
The next 4 days. So.
Yes.
See, I kind of wish that though.
And then
no choice. Who couldn't smoke actually get the choice to enjoy the smoke. Like if jobs say, hey. It's all legal. Fuck it. You can smoke, do what you gotta do. Just don't come in here on the shit.
Yep. I would appreciate that.
The trigger rate would go down like shit.
I think so too.
It would. Because now you got more options instead of smoking and edibles.
You can still go drink. I know.
I still drink what you That's all. You like the flavor. You like the way it feels. But when you, I like to be too high. I like to be like, drink a little bit, bounce back. But sometimes it get toxic.
Yes.
I'm dizzy, I'm vision blurry, can't see shit, and I'm hot, I'm tired. It's not a good combination sometimes. But I see you guys coming up with the wellness stuff, so you don't have to do it, to overdo it. You do it the right way, and dose it up. You know what I'm saying? And you, what's your Instagram and stuff again?
No, it's HBZ Wellness.
I would say the first one, HBZ Wellness. And we are here again with.
Oh, so a lot of people know me as Butter.
All right, Butter and J.
Jules.
Butter Jules. Yeah. Brand name, tell me. Butter Jules and some butter. Butter Jules, I'll buy it.
We gonna make a strain off of that. But there you go.
Butter Jules.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. But thank you for coming out again and sharing your business with us. Appreciate you giving the educational advice first, because everybody is on this.
I say that because cannabis is such now. It's kind of still a taboo subject.
Yeah,
it is.
It is now kind of getting more.
It's taboo at 60 and up. Like
it's getting more.
It's
accepted.
ever growing too. So
it's best to have people educated on what it does, what it can do. So it's good to have people who are educated on that. Planning on, who are selling it, we're planning on selling it, at least giving people the option of, this is what you're getting yourself into with this, and not just, you about to be high as shit, don't worry about it. Try to take too many coffee in the morning type shit.
But see, I'm kind of like thank you again, because I'm trying not to smoke because my lungs, I can't run a bus stop if I wanted to. But if I eat it, my lungs might come back, because I'm eating it. I'm still getting the same,
the fat, yeah.
But I'm not killing my windpipe, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'll give him come on now.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
It's your boy Slide, got no lie.
Some, what's an alcoholic percentage? Yeah, cool.